What's up, folks? Coming after you from the new apartment. Just finished having dinner. Uh, Been a while since I shot a video, so I thought I'd do one just to catch up. At the new place, living with my pops. So far, pretty freaking good. I mean, the apartment's kind of shit. A lot of stuff wasn't really done by the time we got in here. A lot of plumbing issues, a lot of kitchen issues, a lot of electrical issues. So a lot of shit to deal with. But all in all, in retrospect, from the prior living situation I had, a lot less stressful, a lot more ideal, a lot more space to just kick back and do what I need to do to get a footing on my goals here. So, what I have been up to is, oop, hinge fucked up there for a second. I'm just gonna keep it up like this. What I've been up to past few days. Haven't been too outspoken, mainly pertaining to a subject I covered in prior videos, resulting in, again, the pleasure seeking behaviors that have been instilled within me for whatever reason related to pornography and the use of cannabis chronically, practically abusing it. So rather than, really hammering down on practicing music or, any of my other hobbies, right now I'm just trying to learn how to remain sober at will without, really indulging anything. I do have legal access to medical cannabis, but there's an aspect of that access which is getting ready to expire, and I haven't been really adamant on renewing that so that I can just accept the fact that I won't be able to get it whenever I want, so I can just put it to the sidelines and get my brain in order because past few days I've been going through some very modest withdrawal symptoms. I've been pretty irritable, namely at work if things don't, exactly go my way, or if I'm doing a repair and the repair is difficult, or I'm messing up a lot. Um, Very lackluster in terms of maintaining a semblance of ambition to double down on my hobbies and music practice and stuff like that. So just going through the runs. I mean, I'm not denying myself completely because if I run into it on the streets, I'm gonna indulge myself a little bit. But that's with other people. If I'm by myself, the prerogative is just to stay sober. So it's been a few days since I've had a consistent access to it where I can just keep smoking all day long. And yeah, I'm dealing with it because cutting it out all of a sudden just creates a vacuum, and it kind of sets the stage for an existential mindset, which isn't really fun. So just continuing to ride my bikes as much as possible, making sure my diet is on point so that so that I may support my brain's rebound. Upregulating my dopamine receptors, making more mundane things, a bit more pleasurable, so that's easier for me to engage in them. That's pretty much basically it in terms of that, in terms of the aspect of staying sober. I mean, having a drink right now is this hard seltzer, very light alcohol content, so it's pretty difficult to catch a buzz from it. Other than that, I wanted to go over kind of just the new perspective I've been developing in terms of the sociological mainframe that I've adopted since ending my relationship and kind of just reevaluating the need to really converse with the opposite sex unless it relates to commerce or doing business or getting a cup of coffee. Yeah, I'm really learning how to brush that blue pill kind of mainframe out of my conscious subconscious dichotomy I have going on in my head, because the re-encounter I had with my ex, which led to us living together, was the result. Now I know the result of an unfounded need for companionship and just company. You know, so in that aspect, I kind of, through that retrospection, I kind of realized how, you know, some of the fault landed on my side of the court, and to make up for that, I'm just really learning and really embracing the bachelor lifestyle. I'm learning how to kind of avert my gaze a little more. Going back to that other YouTuber, Elliot Hulse, that really does that. I think it's called a King's training or something like that, where you joined his program for some sort of subscription fee, I assume. And he takes your questions, and he just goes over it, and then he releases the seminar he has it in cut up YouTube clips. And so in one of those clips, he was going over the sort of averting your gaze when it comes to staring at women who might be dressed scantily clad, the tits and ass hanging out. And so I've been focusing more on that, and I've noticed that I've been getting better at it. If there's that familiar aesthetic that catches my attention, I can just immediately shut it off, cast it aside, and just look the other way, so that I don't feel like I am giving my attention away for free. Because really, I'm not okay with that anymore, and yeah, it's just it's an extension on having self respect. And that's something I kind of just wanted to relay to you guys. This whole thing about being sober and having a new kind of red pill perspective or something like that all relates to having self respect for yourself. Um, so if you're kind of having trouble with that, if you're having trouble with substance abuse or something along those lines, then you kind of have to reassess your life and kind of remember what the important things are, and kind of double down on the behaviors you have to adopt to bring yourself closer to those goals. So I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully that was a little something. I don't really expect a whole lot of traffic to my channel since I haven't been uploading that often, but you know what? Once this whole sobriety thing kind of pans out and becomes a little easier for me, I'm gonna get back into things and think of more content I can share with you guys. I know I did that on the road American Truck Simulator demo, so maybe I can get a better tripod, because there was a lot of rebound on that, and I didn't like how the camera was turning out when there was a lot of force feedback on the controller, because that's what the tripod was attached to. So, well, be that as it may, that's all I have to say for now. So, take it easy, fellas.